I hate laning against Pantheon. His abilities are poke, harass, damage, and they're not even skill shots. He crits you when you're below 15% HP. His passive makes him, like, impossible to 1v1. He's, like, so... No, hold on. I have not abused Pantheon for elo in the past. No. I have not abused Pantheon for elo in the past. No, never abused him in the past. I'm just currently using him for elo. Hi there, my name's Dahua. Pantheon with Ignite is probably the most oppressive lane in all of League of Legends, really. His spears have good base damage, they have good scalings, he has a pretty good stun, he has a pretty good combo, he procs Thunderlord super easily, his passive makes him, really hard to trade with. He really is one of the probably the most oppressive champion in the entire game, laning-wise. He throws shit at you, he harasses you, he beats you up, He just makes you cry on the inside. The only thing that I feel is fair to compare Pantheon laning with is it feels like living with an abusive parent. That's really the best way you can describe a laning phase with Pantheon. So how do you deal with an abusive parent like Pantheon? Here are 5 important things to always remember when you're dealing with someone as abusive as Pantheon. Number 1, best way to deal with an abusive parent: ask for help. You gotta ask for help. You can't do this by yourself. Pantheon is stronger than you. He's bigger than you. You're just a young top laner. You're still only level 1. You're not an adult yet. You gotta wait and get some levels together. If you have a jungler in your life who loves you, who cares about you, and who doesn't want to see you abused by Pantheon, ask them for help. Now, one important thing to remember is that you shouldn't get mad at your jungler if they don't decide to help you. Helping someone in an abusive situation, that takes a lot of courage, a lot of resources. The jungler, understandably, doesn't really want to help you out. Maybe if he ganks, he'll die himself. Pantheon's got Ignite, and Pantheon is really scary. But if you're playing a melee champion, most of the time you're not going to be able to 1v1 Pantheon. You've got to get help, and the key is surviving until help arrives. Which leads me into number 2. While you're living in Pantheon's lane, you wear whatever the fuck he tells you to wear. Don't buy your regular buy, okay? This is Pantheon you're dealing with. Unless you're a ranged champion, unless you've taken Ignite yourself to contest Pantheon, or unless you know for a fact that your jungler is going to come immediately, you do not start your regular start with Pantheon. There are 2 acceptable starts against Pantheon: Dorn Shield plus potion and Cloth Armor plus potions. You do not start Longsword against Pantheon. Starting Longsword against Pantheon, that's like coming home with skinny jeans on. You're asking for an ass whooping. So long as you can survive and get farms, so long as you can stay alive, you're good, you're fine. And this leads me into number 3, which is never be greedy. Never be greedy against Pantheon. Never try to get things that you know Pantheon's not gonna give you for free. Do you fucking think Pantheon is gonna help you pay for fucking college? Of course he's not gonna fucking help you pay for fucking college, so why are you even asking him to help you fucking pay for fucking college? Do you think Pantheon's gonna give you the fucking cannon menu for fucking free? Of course he's not gonna give you the fucking cannon menu for fucking free, so why are you even going for the fucking cannon menu in the first place? You have to accept that you're just not gonna get as much farm as the rest of the laners. Laning against Pantheon farm-wise, it's like being poor for Christmas. You look over next to you and you see that Timmy gets 100 CS for Christmas, and you're only gonna get 30. Cause if you ask for any more, Pantheon's gonna beat your ass. Number 4. Now this should be kind of a given for pretty much every single champion, but remember this. Never cry to a Pantheon. A normal, loving parent feels empathy when they see someone cry. Not Pantheon. Pantheon wants to see you cry. Pantheon likes it when you cry. That's why he's being so abusive in the first place. Don't say shit like, wow, you're playing such a brain-dead easy champion. Pantheons love that shit. They eat it up. If you cry in front of a Pantheon, all he's gonna do is beat you harder for crying. It just makes him stronger. Never let him see your tears. Last thing to talk about with Pantheon is his ultimate. His ultimate is just a source of frustration across the entire map, and it's pretty much what makes him, it keeps him relevant in the mid to late games. When Pantheon is missing, and when you think he's gonna ult into another lane, You don't just ping missing in action. Most bot laners don't even notice mid lane Mias half the time. What makes you think they're gonna notice a fucking top lane Mia? You have to send danger pings right on top of their face. And then you type in chat, my abusive alcoholic Pantheon is coming down there. You warn them about this shit ahead of time. Communication is the only way you can stop this guy. And every single time he ults, remember to time his ultimate. Now, Pantheon's ultimate in the late game basically makes him a suicide bomber. He drops down in the middle of your team and tries to assassinate someone. All you have to do in that instance is have everyone run back, and then as soon as he drops, everyone focuses him. He's a suicide bomber, so as long as the suicide bomber doesn't take anyone else with him, he basically didn't do anything except kill himself, right? So long as you stick close to your carries and peel off Pantheon, he won't really be doing too much in the late game. So, in conclusion, I want you to remember something. I know things are stressful right now. I know your early laning phase sucks. I know that you're not getting as much farm as the other lanes for Christmas. And I know that it's not even your fault. You're just living with a Pantheon. But I want you to remember something. You outscale him. When you grow up and you turn level 18, you will move out of the lane and you will be way more useful to your team than he ever was. You will be drinking elixirs and he'll still be finishing up on his 6th item. So long as you don't let him kill you, so long as you don't let him scar you, so long as you don't let him ruin your relationship with the other lanes, you will be better than him. That's how you deal with Pantheon.